Hi everybody, this is Anitra, and I just want to say thanks for taking a moment to watch this video. I wanted to share with you an interview that I just had with one of our families that have viewed the video and her feelings about how she felt it would benefit other families. And so really quick, I just want to, if you don't know who we are S.T.O.P. We're a nonprofit organization that is trying to help families have the conversation about sexual abuse prevention. And what we do is provide a very easy format to follow for families to basically have the conversation without feeling uncomfortable and covering all those points that we need to cover with our children to keep them safe. So I hope you enjoy the interview, and please check us out at teachtotell.org to get more information and to have access to the video so you can start talking to your kids today about prevention. Thanks for watching. Hi everybody, so I have Betsy Stevens here, and she has agreed, and I'm so happy to come on here and talk about the program and how it's affected her and her whole thoughts about the program. So I just want to take a minute, let her take the stage, let her talk a little bit about herself and how she feels like the program can benefit families. So, hey Betsy, go ahead.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Betsy Stevens, and I live on the East Coast in the Philadelphia area. I've been working in special education for over 10 years with kids with autism, anywhere from developmental delays, kids from age 2 to 21. I also worked in the home as a therapist, as a mobile therapist, and also as a behavioral specialist. So I have been super grateful that I get to help families, and this is a great opportunity for me to kind of share my story too.
Awesome. Go ahead.
So I guess Anitra and I met recently, and we found that we had a lot in common. And my backstory was my mom got divorced, and when I was about 9 years old, she became, in a relationship with a man who had mental illness. Not that I knew when I was that young. And he also became an alcoholic during my mother's relationship. And as I found out after, it was at least 10 years of pretty much constant emotional and sexual abuse, I found out that he pretty much targeted my mom and my family. And unfortunately, I had to endure quite a few years of, difficult and not having the support of my mom, and having my mom not be strong enough to stick up for me. As a result, I don't have relationships with anyone in my family, and I pretty much have broken apart, but I, have learned coping strategies and gotten help through the way. But what's really, really, really important about this program is it's a preventative program. It's something that we can do and share with our kids and let them know that, the strangers are not the crazy people on the street. The strangers, and in my work with kids, are the people that are in the nuclear family. And that's how this type of abuse happens. It's the people that, are not the weird guy walking down the street. It's someone that's really related and close, and they pretty much teach you to become close to them, and then that's how they manipulate you. And they act really nice, so then you feel super confused and you're not really sure how this stuff happened. So this program is going to be really instrumental for parents to listen to it and to share this with their kids. Even if it is a difficult topic, it's a topic that needs to come up so the kids know that if anything happens and they feel uncomfortable, they need to tell a responsible adult. And I really believe that this program could save the lives of many, many kids just by having the message out there. So I'm super excited to be helping out because, of course, we want to save as many kids as we can and let them know that, this conversation could really change the lives for a lot of people. So I'm proud to be here.
Thanks, Betsy. So let me ask you, how long did it take you to watch the video?
Oh, it wasn't very long. It was like one sitting, 5 or 10 minutes. It was super easy. It was laid out in a way that you felt comfortable, and I think that's really important. I think having the parents feel comfortable having the conversation is important, and I would absolutely share it with anyone that I knew.
Okay, and do you feel like, once you got the information, do you think it would be easy to explain to a child? Do you think that they would understand, and do you think as a parent you would feel comfortable explaining that information?
Yeah, and I think that's what I liked about it the most, is that, there's, even in raising kids, there's always going to be certain topics that are harder, but having like a map of someone showing you how it's done and showing you how easy it can be, it kind of takes away the fear from the parents of worrying about how do I have the conversation. And I think it's important. It's really, really important to be able to bring up this stuff with the kids. Even if it's, kids have tough times, but they need to hear it from a responsible parent so that they feel relieved from the stress of having to worry about it, and knowing, like you said in the video, that you're going to be heard, you're going to be understood, you're going to feel accepted, and that anything you say to that parent is going to be believed. They're not going to be told that I don't believe you. It's saying, I am here, I love you. If you ever need anything to say to me, you're going to be safe here.
Right.
And I think it's huge for kids.
Yeah, I agree. When I spoke to my kids about it, and even though I know that I have a good relationship with them, it just felt different when I said to them, I will always believe you, and I will always be happy that you told me, and I will love you for your bravery. And then knowing in their head, too, that I would always protect them. And so I do feel like those simple conversations, which we feel like we feel like they should know. But if they get in a situation where they're staying with a trusted adult that you have, as the parent, had said, stay with this person, I trust them. If that person is starting to do things that are making them feel uncomfortable, they may not feel like they can tell you because that's your friend, or that's their uncle or auntie, or, grandma, grandpa, it's somebody. So I think it's important to make sure that they understand that it doesn't matter who it is. I will always believe you, and I always be grateful that you told me. And so that's kind of, again, a part of the conversation that we want parents to have. So
yeah, and it's not an understood thing. Like, it actually needs to be said out loud to the child so that they know, I will always trust your instincts. I know you're the one person who knows what's best for you. We had a situation with my daughter when she was little where boys were changing in a similar room when she was in preschool. And I was so proud of her for telling me that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't supposed to happen. It was an accident. But you know what? If she didn't trust me, she would have never told me. And I know, like, from my background, that I'm more especially proactive about telling the kids that. But if the kids feel shame, they don't want to tell. But if you tell them ahead of time that they are going to be believed, they're going to be brave, they're strong, you love them, and you appreciate who they are, and that anything you have to say will be listened to, is so huge.
I agree.
I think it makes a huge difference. Sorry.
No, I agree. I love everything you're saying. It just means a lot that you're, like, putting yourself out there in this way, because I know it's kind of hard, but I think we've talked about it a lot, and we just both are so on board with this preventative conversation instead of approaching this problem of child sexual abuse kind of after the fact, So I'm hoping, through this, thank you so much for taking the time, but I hope parents truly can see that they can have a conversation, an easy conversation, it's not uncomfortable, and they can kind of hit all of those points where the child feels like, okay, I'm safe, my parents are going to believe me. But also as the parent, you are aware that there are signs of somebody that could be grooming their child. They're right there. If they look for them, if they know what to look for, they can prevent it from happening. And so that's another part of our mission, is trying to get parents to see that. So anyways, I can't thank you enough, Betsy, for doing this for us. And I look forward to us working together, hopefully, and getting the message out there. So I just want to say thank you. And do you have anything else you want to add before we say goodbye?
No, I think this is going to be a great program, and I hope people take advantage of it. And we need to do our part as parents. We need to keep our kids safe, and it's way more difficult, later on if you miss it. But we need to be proactive and make sure kids know that it's okay to tell somebody that they trust. So I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be great.
Okay, awesome. All right, thanks, Betsy.
Thank you.